Hi everybody, Alley Cat Witch here again, Rebecca. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I decided to do some more on water. I did one video on water and I got another book here, Backwoods Witchcraft, some old Appalachian stuff. And I'm going to try to make sure I pick waters that weren't in the first one. First off, we're going to start with, please subscribe and like the video and share it. And please comment and tell me what you think and what you'd like for me to do for you. Please, I'm building my channel, so the subscriptions and the likes are very important to me, so I can continue doing this. I'm trying to get better. Okay, first water that we're going to talk about is stump water, and I'm going to have to use the book for notes. Stump water, also called spunk water due to its sometimes funky smell. Stump water is ascribed power because it has never touched the earth and therefore still holds the virtues of the vault of heaven. Just any water from a stump won't do, though, according to a few sources of the Appalachian folklore. It has to be collected on a full moon while the moon is reflecting in the water, with a silver ladle dipped straight down into it. You must walk backwards to the stump, and you have to be silent from the moment you leave your abode until you return. I have an old ladle made of silver that I acquired just for this purpose. Because I had the ladle, before I had the ladle, I could only make use of the water while present at the stump, still walking back and forth in silence to make it there. Stump water and its virtues come from the Cherokee in the Swimmer manuscript by James Mooney. An informant notes that Cherokee elder Spencer Bird used water scooped from a stump for healing. With water being his primary tool, this elder used the stump water was held in high regard in this practice and by the Cherokee tribe as a whole. As it was never touched by the ground, it continues to hold the blessings of heaven and is called flying water. That was interesting. Here's one. Tobacco juice. Used in a multiple cross-cultural traditions of folk magic and medicine, tobacco juice makes a good medicine for bug bites, rashes, wounds, and infected places. The Cherokee and the Delaware Indians would chew tobacco and spit the juice on snake bites, dog bites, bee stings, and cuts. If you feel you'd rather not chew the tobacco and spit the juice, add 3 parts of cut tobacco to 1 part water to an 8-ounce mason jar and mash it around with a thick stick or a pestle. Let it set for 3 days, strain, and add 2 pinches of salt to preserve. I remember when I was a little girl and getting a wasp sting on my foot, and my grandmother dipped snuff. So she just reached in and got some snuff out and daubed it on my sting, and in no time it was better. As it dries, it draws the stinger out and helps to kill the poison. So I know it works. Good water is any kind of natural living water collected on Good Friday. It holds amazing power and is healing and dispelling disease or other ailments. However, no other water must be used on that day. No dishes or clothing should be washed, or they will break or have stains that will never come out. European folklore blames this on a tale that while going to Calvary, Christ was assaulted by a woman who threw dirty dishwater on him. I don't get that. Of course, I'm not a Christian. I don't think the Christians would get it either. Moonshine. Through the Scotch-Irish who brought it to Appalachia in the 1800s, moonshine was known as Yusi beer, Yishkabaha, Ishkabaha, okay, which is Gaelic for water of life. Throughout the stories told on these hills, it has been ascribed a wide array of qualities. Everyone knows the famous image of moonshiners making their due in the graveyards. Moonshine made in a graveyard would have the attributes of spiritual communication and protection. Very interesting. Its value is doubled because it was far easier to carry out on a wagon than corn husks were. Because of its usually high proof, it is good for cleaning and protection as well as facilitating other properties for good luck and love. Sprinkle some on the crown of your head and wipe it into the back of your neck when going into a graveyard for protection from haunts. It's also good for colds and congestion. Good old moonshine. What do you know? Okay, let's find one that's a water. Here's one, tar water, made by steeping pine tar in water for a few days and straining off the excess tar. Tar water is used for cleaning and purging homes of haunts and removing crossings or curses. Good old tar water, who would have thought? Okay, I'll share some more of those with you if you'd like to hear about them. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe and like for me to build my channel. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye-bye.